stop there. Yep. Yep.
I'll have to get a water container. We want to use the same radiator in the same position. As long as we don't hurt the header tanks, hopefully our radiator guy can make them work. So I want to be very careful with it.
So technically this should just lift out.
Hopefully, yeah.
It's survived for so long.
I think it'll be destroyed by Daryl.
Just be careful if it slips back in, Daryl, that it doesn't pull you. Chop your fingers off. A bowline. Oh, there we go. You can do it. Yes.
What you think?
That's a heavy bugger.
Now we can drag it that way. Or not? Just get this over here.
Comes out now. Easy. See ya. We're working on the Wespe today and we're going to be fitting parts of the cooling system. This radiator fan is original. Daryl's got it all restored and working perfectly. And today I'm going to give him a hand fitting it.
Just pass it in with you and then I'll hold it while you climb in.
Jess, help pass it in. I can pass it in, Daryl.
Alright.
Jess is busy.
I'm not saying that our little soft office boy can't do it, but I'm just saying help's available if he needs it.
None needed.
I might need help.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the way it goes in, Kurt. You just pass that.
Goes in this way?
Yep. So, you can see all these different cutouts of things.
Are we using all the cutouts?
We will be using a couple of them, like the one for the fan belts to come through, where the dust extraction system that we'll explain in a minute comes through as well. So this has to slide in over this piece here. Weird design, but we're in there now. And what this gives us is two mounting points to the hull side and the side of this little bulkhead. A fan will go across here, and then in front of that will be the radiator. We'll just get them all started and not done up tight until we get them all in. Getting that one in there, Kurt. I'll jump out and get some more bolts.
Since the marvellous Ella and Sarah from Armour have been helping out with the videos, it's meant that I've been confined to my office, which has been great for content production, but terrible for my back. So every now and then, I'm having to stretch my legs and get in the way of the boys while they work.
Yeah, I'll give you a rattle gun.
Oh.
Give you a dirt.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'll continue going.
Yeah, there's a hole, but it's never been used.
That?
Yeah, see
No.
how it was just in there, but there's nowhere to put anything. So, but that's
Interesting.
where part of that dust extraction hose will come through to go to the radiator.
Oh man. All right. I think that's all of them.
How'd you go, mate?
Yeah, good.
All done?
I think so.
Do I have to check your work?
Yeah, probably. No. No, I think they're all there.
Now what we're going to do now is we're going to measure the height of the fan that we're putting in. Measure up to one of the heights of the mounting holes.
Yep.
And then work out some packer heights.
Oh, because it doesn't sit.
It doesn't sit right down because there's actually a dust extraction hose that goes on the bottom of it. What we'll do is we'll work out a height, get the bolts in, then we can take the packers out. 540 to the centre of the hole, Kurt. So that's one of these two holes.
540 in the centre of the hole.
So they're at a different height. So
Are they?
this one here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's 540.
So measure what you have to the floor there.
Okay.
So what's your overall height?
705.
These two blocks here are 150.
Okay.
So that'll give us a little bit of room to put in a bar to lift it up. And you see the 2 holes there? Just go in the middle of those 2 holes and in the middle of the floor. Yep, perfect.
540.
By the time we finish today, that'll be the last time you'll see that name written there.
Oh yeah.
Viewers that have followed the whole process, we found 2 names welded in here. It's a little bit of a legacy that whoever worked on left behind. Yep, yeah. Spinning around, good.
This way?
Yep, that's the way, yeah.
That's the way. Yeah, all right, down we go.
So we might have to take off. See, they've got a special removable piece here.
The angle.
There, the angle comes out.
So
So it gives you that much more room
Yeah.
to drop past. Now that bracket, the actual part of the hinge for this ventilation or cooling flap actually gets welded onto the bracket. Right, so now we should have enough room.
plenty of room.
Are you in?
Yeah, watch your fingies.
Right, what I'll get you to do is pop that just half on that wood. Just need to push it back a bit. I'll go and move the gantry back a bit.
Okay, yep. So these are the holes we're trying to line up here and here, over here as well, one up here.
We've got to have a spacer between
Yeah,
the firewall and the bolt.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, that's all right.
you've got to feed that in carefully,
Yeah.
bring the bolt through, and then pop that on. Yep. Beautiful. That's easier than I thought it was going to be.
It's okay, there's 3 more bolts to go.
Yeah, there's a few more than that.
Oh.
The next one you may have to reach in from the other side.
There we go.
Yep. Okay. We won't tighten anything up until we get all the bolts in. There's another 3 bolts on this side. So.
Oh, there's 3 on that
Yeah,
side.
3 on this side. Yes. I'll try and put a podgy bar through from this side. As soon as we get 1 bolt in, we will remove the packers and that underneath.
Just be able to slot him in, Dazzle.
Yep.
There you go.
Rightio. Now, let's just get a nut on him.
Putting a nut on. Oh my god. Wrong way. Here we go. Getting a nut on. Getting a nut on.
And the one over the
Hang
other.
on, we're still getting this one on. Okay. Alright. We got it.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Now,
I need a nut.
yeah, well,
Oh.
this is interesting because if you can see how close the nut is to the edge,
Yeah.
you're going to have to push the nut in with the flat against that edge and I'll have to turn it. We're going to try the one at the bottom.
Okay. Contortionist Kurt.
We've done all the easy ones.
Right. So these are original spacers, Daz?
A couple were missing. So what we think is people have been robbing parts out of this, like bolts and that, when they needed things.
Even parts like this.
Yeah, well, they probably wanted the bolt and that just got thrown away when they pulled it apart.
Oh, yeah, true.
We're just lucky it was in what we got.
Yeah, definitely. Well, there's plenty here. I don't know how we're going to get this spacer in, hey. We are way out. You know, I'm going to take...
We can take it back here.
Yeah, but I need to get... Oh, no. Yeah. Oh!
Did you drop the spacer, Kurt?
Yeah, but I can get it. I can get it. Okay, I got it. I did drop the spacer, but it's okay.
Alright.
Alright. Here we go. Take... Use my other hand so you can see. Take 2. I don't know how I'm going to do this, hey. Okay. Yes! Nice one, Daz. I'll put this nut on.
Very happy about that.
Yep. One droppage so far. I got him with my vice grips. Oh, he's gone. No, I got my vice grips on it.
Vice grip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the bottom one?
Yes.
Right.
Okay, I don't have my vice grips on it. Let's go. Okay, let's go again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, more?
We'll just go through and put them all in a bit.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, you undid it. What'd you undo it for, Daryl? Oh, now my space is fallen. Whoops. Jeez.
Just testing you, Kurt.
Yeah.
Just testing you, mate.
Testing me, all right? All right, there you go. We'll just show everyone how it works again.
Right.
Okay, ready now.
We're in the dewy uppy bit.
Yep, we're in the dewy uppy.
Can we remove those blocks still? They're going to come out easy?
Yeah, they're not holding anything.
All right, so we'll do the other side now. Just nip it up. Can you get in? That 22's this side, and I'll have to give you a 21 for the other side. You'll have to do it by hand.
I think they're both 20. They're both 22.
I think you'll find this is 22 and that one's 21.
I do find.
Yeah.
Wait, is that right?
Probably not.
This way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be right in the northern hemisphere, but down here it's the other way, isn't it?
Learning by absorption through video footage has its limits.
You can do them all the way up.
Oh, okay.
This is positioning it. I just didn't want to overdo it in case we had to do a bit of a wiggle.
That is tight. Tight. Same over here.
Yep, please.
Oh my god.
Will you get the rattle gun on that side, Kurt? I didn't check.
Yeah.
Here you go, mate. Let me make it easier for you.
Oh, bless you, Daryl.
Rightio. Now we'll tighten up this other side.
Okay.
And then that's complete then.
I
22.
standing by.
The original German bolt side. One to the back.
Yep.
Nothing should have changed, but that fan should spin beautifully.
Oh yeah.
Just for the spin.
I'll have the honour.
Yeah. Alright, very good.
Whoa, that's nice. Wow, it draws a lot of air.
The funny thing is, when we pulled it out of the vehicle, it wouldn't spin. It was just a bit of dirt and that around the edge of the blade. I took it out and just hosed all that dirt out. Walked back in, walked back out. It was spinning just with a light bit of a breeze coming through. So the bearings and the balancing on that thing is exceptional. Yeah. We've got that little housing for the dust extraction. We'll have to put that in before we do the radiator itself.
Okay.
Because you've got to do it in a sequence, otherwise you basically have to have Barbie doll size hands to get back in there.
Wow.
Exhibit A.
So these brakes actually make a lot of dust when they get used, and because it's all open in here, they had to come up with a way of getting that dust out so it didn't fill the compartment up and choke out the crew. So what they come up with were these things. The dust is made by the brakes, sucked in through this like a big vacuum cleaner, travels through this pipe, and then finally ends up at this junction that plugs in underneath this radiator fan and is extracted outside. And you can see the state this was in to start with to what it is now. As always, Daryl's just done a magnificent job. Not a single hole in it.
We had this in our spare parts bin, but this is a great example of what Kurt was talking about. This is dust, would have been driven, stopped, and the dust has settled, and because it's got wet, that's all dust that's solidified and rusted together.
Okay.
Right, we'll just have to take them bolts out. Now they've got a little spring washer on them.
Yes, I can see.
You sit them on something rounded, they're gonna roll off.
I better put them on something flat. Nice little rubber gasket. There we go. So it goes like this.
Yep, you get it under there.
Sure. And, oh.
Might just have to wiggle it a bit.
A few moments later.
It didn't have a rubber gasket, so I've made one, but obviously it might not.
Might not be compatible.
Can you wiggle a bit?
346 minutes later.
Take the rubber gasket out and see how easy it is to get it in. So what we're going to do is loosen them off,
Yeah,
wedge it up, get that in, tighten them up while it's wedged at the right height.
Oh, no. We might be onto something. No, I think I can do it, Daz.
All right, no worries.
I think I can do it.
8 hours later.
I think we can still loosen the bolts off and give you a little bit of
No.
wiggle room.
Don't want a double handle, Daryl. Could I have a hammer?
You can have a hammer, Kurt.
Please?
I'm giving you a beginner's hammer.
Thank you. No, that's all right. Start small.
I think we need to loosen off the 3 bolts.
I don't want to loosen off the bolts, Daryl.
Many unbearable hours later.
All right, fine. We'll double handle.
It'll be better in the long run.
Yeah. Can you see that hole? See how it's out? So there's a lip running along the underside, and that's stopping me from bringing this forward. But this is how it was installed. There's so many dodgy things in this vehicle. There's lots of really rough work. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't have a good seal and it was sort of partially fitted onto this lip and then hard up against this material here.
Poke that through there. On top of that
I'm
bracket there.
I'm gonna go under here because they're loose. I think they're looser here.
Almost there. The only trouble is now
Now
that's sitting up on that lip. You need to pass me that rubber. I was going to put the rubber gasket in, but cut it off.
Oh,
So that it's
okay.
closer to the edge.
That's smart. Yeah.
Can you slide it in? Yep.
Oh.
Started it.
Yeah, must have. Now, we retighten the fan housing bolts.
Yeah. Time for a wee break, and it actually smoko as well.
Smoko as well. I need my iced matcha latte.
Out of my workshop, Kurt. Go on. You and your ice matcha latte or whatever it is. Yeah.
We'll be right back.
With my back sufficiently stretched, I relieved Daryl of my presence so he could continue work on the dust extraction system.
It's got the simple clamps that are used on lots of German equipment, from ammo boxes to tool boxes. Goes in, whips over and pulls tight. I've just got to make up a new rubber gasket. That's the original one, 80 odd years old, but yeah, she's on the way out. It just gives you an idea how they all clip together. What I'm doing now is, see, we can't join the old to the modern. I want to use as much of the original as I can. So I want to put the original bit where it can be seen beside the driver. The other side's hidden behind the gearbox. I'm just going to cut a little bit of 2-inch pipe and sleeve it and see how it'll clamp up. See how we go clamping the old to the new. It should go in. It's 50mm pipe. That's another original end from up the end. Fitted in every other bit of pipe I've tried. Goes in there easy enough. So that'll be nice. What I'll do is I'll put a couple of slots in here, then try and clamp that in a bit, make it smaller, and then it'll be a starting point. We can just tap it in. Tap in these 4 quarters. Right, just see if it won't go in a bit easier. No, still doesn't want to play the game. What I'm just going to do is try and clamp it in evenly. Right. Got it started in the hole. That may be about as good as we're going to get. What I'm going to do is leave it at that. I'm going to clamp on there, and hopefully that'll hold all that in place. Actually, I might be setting myself up to fail here. I think somewhere on the vehicle it has to slide through a certain size hole. And I'm not sure these clamps are going to let us get there. So what we might do is go over there, have a good look, and then I might have to undo that clamp again. As I thought, you can see this hole down here. I'm going to have to feed the tube through first, or make sure that we're in front of that with our clamps, otherwise we won't be able to feed it through in one piece. So I'm going to refit this dust extraction part here, and then I'll be able to work out our length. Oh, that's good, the joint's right in front of it. And then this piece here will go straight onto this piece that we fitted earlier. I won't go all the way to the end. That'll allow me to push it back and then bring it back onto this joint here. Let's go out and we'll cut that. Right, so we've cut it to the length. Should go on. I can go back, bit of wiggle, and that'll go on. So the next bit I have to do is one that will run from the other pipe that's connected to underneath the fan, under the engine, through a few mouse holes and across to the front. But before I do that, I have to make a fitting on the front that will connect to the dust extractor. We have one, but I'm not sure I'll be able to save it to use it. If you look in here, you can see these three divots. They're the rivets that are coming through holding this on. Actually, it might be easier if I cut around here, leaving those rivets in place, add on, or actually might weld a bit more length of pipe onto it. That way I can keep the original fitting. But sometimes you have to think of different ways to do things. I enjoy leaving as much original as I can, so I might go in that direction first. If it doesn't work out, then I'll have to remanufacture a new one. So there's the piece. I managed to cut the outer rim off it. I've just painted it up a bit. Here's the pipe we've got. I've squared off the ends, so it's going to sit nice and flat. Pop that in there and then weld that around the edge. I bought a professional in to have a look because my welds are not very good.
Yeah, this stuff's really hard to weld on.
Right, it's been officially confirmed I'm not a welder. Got a heap of tacks around, I'm just going to tidy it up a bit. It's just acting as a dust extraction, so it's not under pressure or anything like that. As long as we can wiggle around, clip it on and off, that's all that matters. So I'm going to try and feed it in. And there's a little mouse hole in here. I've dragged it back to where we want to go. Now I'm going to go back to the end where the dust extraction part is. I'm going to connect all that up and then I'll know how much slack I have to pull through and cut this off the right spot. Right, so that's where we're going to connect there. I'm just going to mark that and that'll give me a point to cut it. Rightio. That's the point I want to cut off, and I want to have a extension tube come out about 50mm, and we'll use this rubber boot as a joiner as well. It's just going to be a bit more flexible and easier to join them together if I use a rubber boot. I'm just going to bring it back through a bit further than I need so I can put a clamp on it. I'll put the rubber boot on now. These all have to be in position before we drop in the next part, which is a radiator support frame which drops in here, and that's why we have to still have this piece here removed because it's a tight fit. And then once that's in, we can drop the radiator in.
Nice frame, Daryl.
Cheers, mate. Yep, it should work.
What have you got here flopping around?
We've had to replace the original tie-down straps. These are all rusted out and were no good. I tried to save this one, but when I heated it up, the metal was just too thin. And we've used the original part that came off one of them, and that's the original internals, and I've just replicated the others.
We might have been a little bit optimistic with the radiator. The top and bottom tanks are new, along with the core, but the filler points and side panels are still the originals.
Right, we've got our rubber in both sides, looking good. just a matter of tightening it down, and probably try and get a piece either side here as well, just so there's no movement at all, can't rub on anything. Hopefully, if I've got it the right length, we should be able to tighten these straps together. Right, let's engage, so I'll double check. I won't over tighten that just yet. I want to get the other one in. And that should be just about it. Then we can start looking at working out how we're going to plumb everything into it.
That's all we have time for today. If you think you owed it, let Daz know in the comments and support the museum by liking and subscribing. And tune in this Friday for an extra tank restoration fix. So until then, I'm Kurt from Oz Armour, and I'll see you on the next one.